Greetings. Welcome back. Today we have a putter comparison, and I'm going to compare two of probably the most used putt and approach discs by Dynamic Discs and Latitude 64. So for Latitude 64, we're going to go with the Pure. I have a Retro Pure and two Zero Mediums. The Pure comes in at a speed 3, glide 3, turn -1, and a fade of 1. And we are going to compare them to the Dynamic Discs Deputy. The Deputy comes in at a speed 3, glide 4, turn -1.5 with a fade of 0. So the Deputy off the bat is going to be more understable. It is sold as an understable putter, easy to throw. The Pure, I know a lot of pros are using the Pure as their preferred approach disc / turnover disc. So let's check them out. Let's see their similarities, their differences.
Here we have a look at the bottom of the disc here. You can see they really don't have a bead, like maybe even like a micro bead. The Deputy definitely is a lot shallower than the Pure. And here goes our first couple warm-up shots, just lobbing out a nice little hyzer about 200 feet to that basket. And you can see the Deputy here definitely straightens pretty easily off the hyzer release. Very easily. And that's just, we're not even throwing it very hard. Now the Pure has that -1 turn, so it'll also straighten. And it does. The Deputy is definitely a notch more understable. As you guys will see as we go through here. So there's positives and negatives to that. Definitely two very good understable and very dependable and very consistent discs across the different plastics. Here we're going to do Hyzer Flips. So we're looking to release it on a hyzer and flip it to straight. You can see the first Deputy shot there really got up and over. Again, just trying to hyzer flip or flip it up and make it go straight. I would say for both of these discs, these are both strengths for these discs. They can both be very good woods shot discs, like when you need a straight 200-foot shot or 260, 280-foot shot through the woods. Probably look for the Pure to be the longer one, even though the Deputy has a little bit more glide. But they both get up the flat at pretty similar arm speeds. Here you can see where all of the discs landed. The two blue Pures definitely faded out a little bit more than any of the other discs. But it's a fade of 1, so it's very little fade. Here we go with anhyzers, and you can see with the Deputy here, I got that one over, and it almost went to a roll. And the same with this one. Again, very understable, very touchy, but very easy to kind of do a touch anhyzer shot where it glides. I will say that the Pure is definitely a better disc for doing this type of anhyzer shot. As you see here, that little bit of fade helps it kind of progress out and get a little bit more distance than the Deputy. And that one was a little bit of a flub, didn't quite commit to it. And then the last one here, get it over. And you see a nice little roll over to anhyzer. So our next couple shots are going to be measured throws. These obviously are putters, so just trying to see what we can get off a nice Hyzer release. Trying to throw it hard enough to where it's not going to like completely flip over, and just seeing what I can get out of it. You see the first one there got about 281. This one a little bit too much, and you can see that turn of 1.5, and it gets to about 278 feet. This one was the best of the Deputy bunch, and this is the it is in the prime plastic, I believe, and it got 295 and stayed relatively straight. Now here come the Zero Medium Pures. These I put on a Hyzer and they stayed on a Hyzer, but they still went pretty far. Probably could have thrown them just a little bit harder and gotten a little bit more out of them. But you know, happy with that toss, and that little bit of stability is kind of what I like about the Pure. And I find the Deputy's definitely a very good, easy to throw disc. The Pure, you have to get into it a little bit more to get to that turn. And you see this one, this is actually a Retro Pure, which is the baseline plastic, and it actually got over, but did get a little bit of distance. All right, now with this bunch, we're going to do one of each shot. This is a Hyzer release on a Deputy. The next shot is a Hyzer flip, so flipping it up the straight. And the next shot is going to be an Anheuser, just demonstrating that these discs you can do all three major backhand shots with. Obviously with the Hyzer, and moving on to the Pure here, you may need to slow the arm speed down, and you may need to really get that Hyzer angle on it. But you can definitely get the most out of a disc by doing those type of shots. Here's the Hyzer flip with the Pure. And here is the Anheuser shot with the Pure, which you can feel the stability here. It's kind of trying to fight back a little bit. So a little bit more stability with the Pure, which is good in some cases. The Deputies just have to get used to it being understable and have the proper angle. Closing things up here, we're going to throw a couple putts. Both discs are nice straight putters inside the circle, easy to throw. The Deputy is a little bit shallower, and here you can see that fade of one on the Pure, which was the second go here, throwing Deputies on this one. So the Deputy also could be a good outside the circle putter, as is the Pure, you know, circle two or even outside circle two, because it will straighten relatively easily. Well, there you have it. Hopefully we did this justice. I will say that the Deputy and the Pure are both very good putt approach discs. They will both straighten, flip, and are very useful. We hope you like this review, and we'll see you on the next one.